Ryan Condon. I'm running for House District 51 representative against Brett Barker here for Nevada and Eastern Marshall or Western Marshall County. First, I want to thank my wife Marilyn for everything that she's done. She's the force behind everything, so I can't do this without her. I had no interest in running. I'm not a politician, I'm just a guy. And my wife and I were sitting around one morning, and anybody that knows me knows that I am by nature an optimist. That's how people describe me. No, not really, I'm a pessimist. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be terrible. And I complain all the time, and God bless her, she hasn't left me yet, but she said, shut up or do something about it. So I decided I would do something about it. I went to a local Dem meeting, and I came back and I asked Marilyn about running for House. Now, I don't think she meant run for House District. I'm pretty sure she meant like volunteer at the library or something like that. But that's how we started. So as I started this campaign, this was before Brett Barker ran, it was just me. And I was going to run against Dave Ayo, who had been in for almost 20 years. We never saw him, he wasn't involved. There was a lot of money in politics, and that's what I thought this race was going to be about. It's also a super red district, and I thought I would get wiped out. So Ryan and I had a very comprehensive campaign plan involving pudding and tossing hot pudding out at parades. We didn't end up doing that. But because the stakes got higher. When the legislature started and things like the area education agency being cut, banning books, things started to change for me. It wasn't a joke anymore. I was raised in a military family. My whole family is Army. My father retired after 35 years. My brother's still in after 20. My brother-in-law's in. I was in. I was raised a conservative. That's my background. Banning books and spending money like there's no tomorrow there's nothing conservative about that. And so I ended up taking it kind of seriously. I started going out there campaigning the best I could, and Ryan had, and I have to thank somebody in particular here, Ryan had let Andy Kelly know who I was. And Andy called me one afternoon, and he's like, hey, do you want to meet? It's like, yeah, sure, I'll meet with anybody, not knowing that Andy is quite possibly one of the smartest people I've ever encountered. And as I sat down, and he's telling me all of this stuff, I'm like, wow, we are in a way worse situation than I thought we were. And I started looking at my opponent, who now is Brett Barker. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time beating up Brett or anything like that. But we're spending money we don't have. There's a waste treatment processing plant that is going to cost us Nevadans a lot of money. And it's taxpayer money, and this wasn't even thought. They just... So as this went on, and I started raising some of these policy positions, eminent domain. I'm dead set against eminent domain. And this seems like it's no big deal to Republicans now. And it should be. That it's a big thing. And so I'm going to people that Democrats traditionally in this district don't go to. I'm reaching out, letting them know I'm not this caricature. I'm a guy with concerns just like them. And that's how if I were to win this race, that's how I want to be. I want to listen to the active people in the district. So I thank you guys all for your support. Thanks for coming out. Thank you, Frank, for playing. Chris is going to wrap up for us. And Mike Wolfe has asked to say a few words. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. again, I'll see you out there. I'm going to be knocking doors again tomorrow after we get back from a family retreat in Storm Lake. So thank you guys.
This is Ryan's thing. He set it up in Maryland, and I'm sort of born again. So I really appreciate you allowing me a chance to speak at your event. I'll tell you the same thing that I told Sue. I can't win without you. I believe in you. I believe in your message. And together as a team, I think we can go places. I think that place, one of those places might be in Des Moines. So thank you. You know, like Ryan, I had never intended to run for office. This isn't the position I sought out. It wasn't something I planned for. But like Ryan, I got angry. I was trying to talk with Dave Dio on the phone during one of the legislative sessions, and I was, you know, it was at work in the middle of the day. I was at work, and you know, I work at a construction company, and I was trying to be persuasive and kind while I'm on the phone in the break room, and you know, just so many things that Dio was saying were just enraging. But you can't convince somebody when you start cussing at them right away. So I'm just kind of storing the words, and you know, after we got done with that conversation, and I'm pretty sure that from the start and the end, that absolutely at no point did Dio ever listen to the words that were coming out of my mouth, which was another reason for the frustration. But we ended it on a somewhat cordial note, as you do when you're trying to convince somebody. I thought, maybe next time. So I hung up the phone, and then all of the anger that had built up while I was trying to be cordial, I just let it out. And I let it out into the break room there at the work at the construction company, and it was a high enough bar that they sent the safety guy to come check on me for my construction company. So that's just, you know, the level of language that you're putting out there in the world. It was not healthy. That was not a healthy level of anger. And you either hold on to that and carry it with you, or you do something about it. And here I am doing something about it. I'm out here in front of you and your neighbors and your neighbors over in Marshall County as well, trying to convince people that we deserve better than we're getting from our current administration and our current legislators.
Yes, we do.
We deserve people that listen to us. When thousands and thousands of Iowans email their representatives and their senators and say, I don't want you to take apart the area education agencies. They're working fine for my family. They're working fine for my neighbors. Don't do this. Thousands and thousands of messages, completely unheard. Completely unheard. The Republicans went ahead and rubber stamped Kim Reynolds' plan, and now the warning signs that Democrats in legislature had set, and that superintendents that are actually educating students in Iowa had said, this will cost us more, and we will get less. That is happening now. That is happening right now in Story and Marshall County. Our school districts are paying more, and they are getting less. If our Republican legislators had just listened to people, we would not be here. So in the absence of listening to us in our emails, in our messages, in our visits at the Capitol, it's time we give them a message that they absolutely cannot ignore. We're going to vote for somebody else, and we're going to send those people who will not listen back home.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the messages I have. I can go on for a long time, but this is Ryan's thing, and I really appreciate your time. I do ask that, if you have some time, that you could go knock some doors or fill out some postcards and let other Iowans know that there's a real chance to do something different this year. I really appreciate it. Just reach out to me. Thank you so much.
I'm Surrey County Treasurer Ted Rasmusson. What excites me about Ryan's event is I see new people out here that I don't normally see at the standard Democrat events in the county. And I've only been in office for 5.5 years, so I don't want to say I'm a polished politician, but Ryan forgot about 3 really important things. First thing, right next to him is a sign-up sheet. He needs you guys to sign up and get your friends to sign up to go knock doors, like Mike said. In Iowa, knocking doors is how you win elections. It's really that simple. And if you can go out there with Ryan and help him cover twice as many, 3 times as many doors, that makes a difference. The second thing Ryan forgot, donate money to his campaign. He doesn't like to ask people to do that, but getting good people costs money. Those signs cost money. Letters cost money. So donate money to his campaign, because he is doing an incredible job. And then the last thing that Ryan and Mike probably don't even know. The Story County Democrats are an incredible organization, and they like to support candidates, but typically the Iowa Democratic Party kind of runs things, even down at the local level. The last few years, the Iowa Democratic Party has not had good years. They are not as involved as much. I think that has been perfect for these 2 candidates to get out and run the way they see fit for our community. And they're doing amazing jobs. How many people have gone around town and seen Condon signs in places where you're going, that guy had a Trump sign up and now he's got Ryan Condon. That is amazing. Ryan is doing great. Mike is doing great. In the next 2 months, it's coming fast. Some door knocking, some phone calling, that will make changes. And we need those changes. So thank you guys for having the event. Thank you for running. You're both doing great. Try to help them all you can. Go sign up for Ryan.